We left Houston with a car full of camping gear, too many snacks, and no real idea of how memorable this trip was going to feel. In 10 days, we crossed Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and back again. We hiked through deserts, watched the sun disappear over the white dunes, walked below the rim of the Grand Canyon, got delayed by a rescue in Zion, found quiet places above the crowds, ate food we had never tried before, and somehow kept driving. This is not a guide. This is the story of our Southwest road trip. Every road trip starts the same way, with excitement, bad packing decisions, and the feeling that you're forgetting something important, which we did. We left Houston and headed west towards the Guadalupe Mountains National Park, the first real stop of the trip. In the middle of Texas, with Claudia in the middle of nowhere really, eating barbecue at, what time is it? It is 5:40 and we're here. Texas is huge, and at the beginning of the drive it always feels endless, especially when driving from Houston. But slowly the flat roads started to open up and the dry desert began to appear. So we are currently going to the Devil's Hole here at the Guadalupe Mountains National Park with Claudia. We just got here last night around midnight, before midnight, and we camped at a tent, and it was really nice. It's not hot and it's not cold. It was a little chilly this morning, but other than that, it was fine. Our first night was at Pine Springs Campground, right below the Guadalupe Mountains. We didn't do Guadalupe Peak this time. Instead, we started with Devil's Hole Trail, a rocky canyon hike that feels simple at first, then slowly it becomes more interesting as the walls close in around you. Oh. It was the first reminder that the Southwest does not ease you in. Everything is dry, sharp, exposed, and beautiful in a very direct way.
No, it's
bad.
Yeah.
New Mexico changed the mood of the trip. After the dry desert around Guadalupe, Cloudcroft felt almost unexpected. Cooler, greener, quieter, almost like you're in Colorado. This is the ski resort in Cloudcroft that we came here with Yasser like about 2 years ago. So I wanted to go to that slide. You can see it from here. But unfortunately they're closed, but for the past 20 minutes we were talking to the owner of this place. It's a cool guy. He was showing us the facilities and everything for some reason. At the lodge golf course, deer and elk were just walking around like they just owned the place. Look at their white butts. You're at the lodge golf course in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. That guy that we were talking to at that ski resort told us that we should come and check out this place, and he said this is the second highest golf course in North America. And we came and we were welcomed by those cuties over there, and look at them. Have you seen a golf course like this? Gonna hit us.
Yeah, you never know.
What? Well, Houston, Texas. Well, she's from Poland, actually.
Poland, okay.
Yeah, her first time in America.
Yeah. Been raised around this for a few generations, and so that's why they're so used to people.
Yeah, okay. Good. Then later that day, we made it to White Sands before sunset. White Sands is the largest gypsum dune field in the world. Its story began about 280 million years ago when an ancient Permian sea covered this region and left behind gypsum deposits. I'm too heavy.
You're too heavy. No?
And this was one of those places where the camera almost cannot explain the feeling. The sand is white, the sky changes so slowly, and everything falls quiet. The next day was one of those road trip transition days where the destination is only part of the story. Driving towards Sedona, we passed through Tonto National Forest. And right over there, as you can see, that's the Theodore Roosevelt Lake. It's a very pretty lake, and it's very blue. It's like sapphire blue. And this area, like this region, has a bunch of different things that's just very beautiful. You see those cactus trees, the saguaro, I think they're called saguaros. Look at that. Look how many cactus things it has. It's so cool. And yeah, look how many, Claudia. Wow, in the background already, you see that? Yeah, she wanted to take some pictures with these cactus trees because actually here, this region, it's the only place in the world that has these kinds of saguaro cactus trees. And the landscape kept changing from desert to forest to red rock. Sedona felt completely different, more crowded, more polished, but still very beautiful. We stopped at the Chapel of the Holy Cross. The Holy Cross in Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful place. Built right into the red rocks, and even though it was very busy, the setting was hard to ignore. It's 4:35. Their last entrance is 4:45, and we just made it here. Look at this beautiful scene. So it is a Catholic chapel, and it's a very beautiful chapel. I've seen the pictures, and Claudia is Catholic, and so this is extra special for her, right, Claudia? Right. Yes. There's a gift shop. There was a gift shop downstairs. 5:01, and they closed the chapel a few minutes ago. And actually, this whole area is being closed. So, what did you think?
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was worth it for us to rush.
Worth it.
Worth it?
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it? Yes, it was totally worth it. It was very pretty. Before reaching the Grand Canyon, we stopped for Native American food. We are at Cameron's Trading Post. Cameron's Trading Post and Restaurant near Grand Canyon, like 20 minutes away from Grand Canyon. The South Rim, I think. And I wanted to eat some Indian food because we're in Navajo Nation right now. And so we came here, checked the prices, really good prices. And I wanted Claudia to try Indian taco, and now look at her. Look at the portions. Like, this is my hand. Hello. But
Should I eat this like pizza?
if you want.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can like maybe sandwich it. Which honestly became one of the small highlights of the day. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, Claudia.
Good morning.
We are at Grand Canyon. We are in their campground called Desert View Campground. And we arrived here last night before sunset. And it was so cold and it was so windy, and we decided to just sleep in the car. Was it good?
Mhm.
Yeah. It wasn't that comfortable, was it?
Mhm.
It wasn't comfortable, was it?
Wasn't, but definitely better than sleeping
Outside.
in windy
Yeah.
outside.
It was so windy. At some point I thought the wind is gonna like blow the car over. Welcome to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is strange because everyone has already seen pictures of it. It was my second time, but standing there still feels impossible. From Desert View Watchtower, the canyon looked endless, layered, and almost unreal.
Kupujesz lot? Tak myślałam właśnie. No.
Która jest u Ciebie godzina?
8:30. My dopiero tu wstaliśmy.
No właśnie to
후보 대통령이 아마 그때 대통령이
bardzo wcześnie.
Are at the Desert View Watchtower. The Desert View Watchtower was built in 1932 and designed by Mary Coulter, one of the most important architects associated with the Grand Canyon. The tower was inspired by ancestral Pueblan architecture from places like Hovenweep and Mesa Verde. Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. So there are 4 or 5 stories here that you can actually climb up to. And you saw what the last story was. But yeah, the stairs are a little steep. Geologically, the Grand Canyon is not just one story. The oldest rocks exposed in the canyon are about 1.8 billion years old, while the canyon itself is much younger. The Colorado River has been carving through the rock for roughly 5 to 6 million years. Dziękuję. Later we hiked Bright Angel Trail down to the 3-mile point. How long were you staying there?
We stayed 4 days.
Four
So we came
4
from
days,
North
3 nights.
Rim.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Congrats.
Awesome.
Yes, congrats.
Feels good to be on solid ground again.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun though. It was totally worth it.
Good. Okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Do
Thanks
you want
so
a photo
much.
next to the sign over here as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Packs on or off, baby.
No, you want the packs on.
Okay, so this is the Bright Angels Trail. We are going into the canyon. Well, we took the shuttle from the visitor center to here. It's blue line, and obviously we're not gonna camp there. It's gonna be a day hike, but we decided to come here for today.
Why there is spooky?
Horses.
Of course it's where like going through.
Yeah, some trails you can't take horses there. Yeah. Hey, Claudia, let me go first. So.
Okay. I didn't say anything.
Just past the 1.5 mile points, and they have 3 chemical restrooms. Wait there. Wait there. Going down felt so easy, but every step down is a step you have to climb back up. The trail makes you feel small in the best and worst ways. I'm dying. Talking to my camera. I feel like a grandpa. It's right there. I'm gonna get there. And she's doing so much better than I am. And she actually took our backpack, and I have her purse, but I'm dying. We were all the way, let's see, down there, I think. Hello.
They're delicious.
After another night at the Grand Canyon, we continued north towards Page. This part of Arizona feels open and exposed, with long stretches of road cutting through desert, cliffs, and big skies. We left Big Bend National Park about 2 hours ago, and we are currently at a very popular spot in northern Arizona called the Horseshoe Bend. We parked our car. It's $10 for parking, and it's part of the city of Page, so it's not related to like the national park services. Horseshoe Bend was more touristy, but still impressive. Horseshoe Bend is part of Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, and the overlook drops about 1,000 feet down to the river.
I'm so scared.
Hmm?
I'm too scared.
You're too scared? That's good. That's your brain saying it's dangerous. There's this natural arch called Biidi The Arch or something like that. It's right behind the gas station. I could park our car right there. It's near Page. I think it's in the city of Page actually. No, don't do that. That's illegal. Don't do it.
Yes.
Sir, that's illegal. Don't do it. That's illegal.
Uncle, catch.
We are at the Glen Lake Dam overlook. I saw it on the internet and we had to stop, and it's pretty nice. The Glen Canyon Dam created Lake Powell and helped power and supply water to the southwest. But it also flooded Glen Canyon, changed the Colorado River, and it remains one of the region's most debated landmarks. After picking up a hitchhiker couple from Page, we continued towards Zion, and the road itself started to feel cinematic. The cliffs became taller, the colors warmer, and the landscape narrowed around us. Zion is part of the Colorado Plateau and the larger Grand Staircase region. One of the strange connections between these parks is that the bottom rock layer at Bryce Canyon, which we went to later, is the top layer at Zion, and the bottom layer at Zion is the top layer at Grand Canyon. It is almost like the trip was moving through stacked chapters of the same geologic book. Claudia, where are we going?
To over trail.
Over trail?
Overlook trail.
Yes, the Canyon Overlook Trail.
Canyon overlook trail, yeah.
Good,
Right.
good. So we had to park our car. So we're going to this trail to watch the sunset and maybe take some pictures.
Yeah.
And it's an easy hike. Zion was supposed to be one of the most beautiful sunset moments of the trip. We were trying to reach Canyon Overlook Trail while the canyon walls were changing color. But right as we were driving towards the trailhead, a car drove into the canyon and everything stopped for good reasons. After the late hike, the road closed for the rescue. We later learned that thankfully he was rescued without any injuries. But we had to drive almost 2 hours around the park just to get back in. Are you taking a picture too before you leave? It was frustrating, but also a reminder that travel is not just the perfect shots. Sometimes the story is the thing that goes wrong. Over there, the road is still closed from the earlier accident. The next day we got to experience Zion properly. We started on the Angel's Landing Trail, but we did not do the chain section. Instead, we continued towards a higher viewpoint that had almost nobody on it. So we are on the trail to the famous Angel Landings, but unfortunately we weren't able to get the permits. It's a lottery system now. But you can go as far as the Scout Lookout, which is right before the area where they have the chains. So even up there, the views are amazing. What do you think? Come here. Hello.
Hi.
What do you think?
Amazing.
Amazing. Tired?
Tired, but amazing for now.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, but I want to eat a snack at the top.
At the top. Okay. Let's go. There you go. Okay, we wanted to see if we can get in the Angel's Landing, but they said no. But this gentleman, yes, but this gentleman, Mr. Williamson, young guy, said that if you go up there to the young dome, or I'm sorry, to the white dome over there, you actually get better views. So that's what we're gonna do. And he said actually it's 50 feet, even higher in terms of altitude compared to Angel's Landing. Well guys, we're just gonna sit here and call it a day for this trail because it goes even further. I think it goes actually 13 or 12 miles down there. But yeah, obviously we're not prepared for that. And the weather is fantastic. I'm taking my glasses so I can see colors better. The weather is fantastic. My companion, travel companion, is fantastic. She's sitting there just smiling, waiting for me to bring her snacks. The views are amazing. That ended up being one of my favorite moments of the whole trip. Zion is famous for crowds, permits, and the big name hikes, but somehow we found a place where we could just sit and look at the canyon in silence.
Jestem głodny, so that's right.
I have no idea what the difference is. Oh, male form, okay. Claudia. Claudia. Hello. Do you want a picture here? So, we're just done with the hike.
Yep.
Yep. It was a really nice hike. I really enjoyed the hike. Did you like it, Claudia?
Very much.
Very much so?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite thing?
What was my favorite thing?
About the hike? That was her favorite thing. That concludes our vlog.
No, the views
The
were
view.
pretty.
Okay.
What else?
Which view?
That from the top,
The very top that we're sitting?
yeah, the white dome.
Dome.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too. I think that was also my favorite, but maybe not the views, but the weather. And we were just chilling. So if you don't get the permit for Angel's Landing, I think you definitely should still come here and go to the Scout Lookout, and then after that you get to go to Angel's Landing, or you get to go left to the West Rim Trail. So the West Rim Trail actually goes 13 miles, I think. You don't have to go all of it. You can just hike like a mile or two, and then you get on top of a white dome, which is actually higher, as I mentioned, higher than the Angel's Landing. It's very beautiful. It's very pretty. The views are gorgeous, and it's longer than Angel's Landing, but it's less dangerous. But yes, it was great. You should definitely do it. After the higher viewpoint and chilling with the turkey, we went to Emerald Pools. Compared to the exposed climb above the canyon, Emerald Pools felt softer, more shaded, and more relaxed. So we just started hiking to the Emerald Pool in front of the Zion Lodge. That's where the trailhead is. It's a very short hike. There are 3 different pools, upper, middle, and then lower. Cute. Zion can be intense, but this part of the park shows a quieter side of it. Water, alcoves, hanging gardens, and people moving slowly through the shade. After the chaos of the road closure and the effort of the morning hike, Emerald Pools felt like the park giving us a calmer ending. Leaving Zion for Bryce Canyon is one of the most interesting transitions in Utah. The parks are close enough to connect in one trip, but they feel completely different. Zion is vertical, heavy, and enclosed, but Bryce is open, strange, and almost delicate. Good morning, everyone. We are at Bryce Canyon National Park, and we are currently hiking the Navajo Point, the Sunset Trail, the Sunset Spot, then the Navajo Point, and then the Queen's Garden Trail. I'm here with Claudia, and this is our pearl point that I wanted to show you. Bryce Canyon is famous for hoodoos, those thin, irregular rock spires that rise from the amphitheater. Hoodoos exist on every continent, but Bryce has the largest concentration of them anywhere on Earth. Guys, I made an important discovery. Apparently there is a movie called Cars, which we're all familiar with, and there's a character called Lightning McQueen, which again we're all familiar with. But apparently in Poland, in Polish dub, he is called
Zigzag McQueen.
Zigzag McQueen. Isn't that crazy? Okay, goodbye until our next discoveries. Ponderosa pine. So this is a ponderosa pine, and if you smell it, it smells like caramel and vanilla and
Like Frappuccino.
frappuccino. It's really interesting. Ponderosa pine. These shapes are created mostly by ice and rain. Water seeps into cracks in the rock, freezes, expands, and slowly breaks the stone apart. Then rain continues dissolving and sculpting the limestone into fins, windows, and eventually hoodoos. The most beautiful viewpoint here in this entire trail is hello. And ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the trail. Goodbye. After Bryce, we started driving east, and this became one of my favorite stretches of road. The famous parks were behind us for a moment, and the landscape started becoming greener, wider, and less expected. Ready for some coffee? We stopped at Kiva Coffee House, which felt like the perfect road trip pause. A coffee shop in the middle of dramatic Utah scenery. Exactly the kind of place that makes you want to slow down, even when the itinerary says keep moving. At this point in the trip, the drives were no longer just transportation. They were part of the story. After the coffee house, we drove to the Capitol Reef National Park. It ended up being one of the most underrated stops of the trip. So we decided to stop here to take a look at the petroglyphs. And she found them first. When I was looking, I couldn't see them, but she found them first. Let me see if I can. Where is it? There are some there. If you can see, and there are some there. It's quite interesting. And a beautiful day.
There are some little goats. You see them?
We decided to stop at the Capitol Reef National Park and take a look at the Hickman Natural Bridge that they have here. It's a 2-mile hike, so 1 mile in, 1 mile out. And decided to just go check it out. Place right here, it's literally a piece of heaven, like it was left over from the Garden of the Eden. Look at that. Oh my God. Between the light and the dark, you can see the shadow of the mountain there, and then super pretty. But yes, very, very nice hike, very easy hike. The bridge itself, to me, it was, I mean, it's fascinating, obviously, but it was okay. But the hike, especially at this time that we arrived, we decided that this is by far our favorite hike so far. Should definitely do it. After Capitol Reef, we drove towards Colorado. By the time we reached the Ridgeway State Park, the trip had changed again. We had started in the desert, moved through canyons, and now we were sleeping near the San Juan Mountains. We are in the beautiful city of Ouray, and we're gonna do this trail or this place called Box Canyon Falls. We're gonna go do a little hike under the falls, and it's quite interesting from what I've seen online. So that's just looking up from the top. So there are three different trails actually here. All of them are very short, like half a mile or something. This one that we're going to, it goes to the top of the canyon, and there's apparently a nice metal bridge that we can cross. And when we come back, we can like maybe go to the other one. Yeah, like each of them is like half a mile, so we're probably gonna do both. Hello. 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 Hello, beautiful birds. Hello, cute chipmunks. Hello, beautiful woman. And hello, beautiful mountains. And hello, beautiful gods for creating all this. We are in the beautiful city of Ouray, Colorado, and we just did the 2 short trails, and we are going to another town after this. We're gonna drive through the $1 Million Highway. We're gonna go to another town to eat Rocky Mountain oysters, which is what, Claudia? Bull balls. I don't know if she's gonna eat them, but I've been wanting to try it for years actually. Since I was in Iran, I always wanted to try balls. Anyways, but we decided to just get out and take a look at the city, the beautiful city of Ouray. See what they have, what they're all about. This place, Ouray Ice House. They have homemade ice cream. I got honey lavender, and she got hibiscus strawberry. Mine is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. $1 million highway. New Mexico. I don't want to leave here.
I want to live here.
No. I said leave, not live.
Leave?
I don't want to leave here, but I want to live here. Then came the $1 million highway. The stretch of US Route 550 between Ouray and Silverton is only about 25 miles, but it feels much longer because every turn has cliffs, drop-offs, and mountain views. This was one of the most cinematic drives of the trip, but also one of the most stressful. The views were huge, the road was narrow, and sometimes it felt like there was nothing between the car and the valley below. We are now in the beautiful town of Silverton, and we're going here to this restaurant to try some balls. Thank you. So we have the oysters or the bull balls. It is chewy and it needs more salt. It's actually pretty good. With salt and barbecue sauce, it's pretty good. On its own, it tastes a little weird. It's just like it doesn't taste like anything. You just feel the texture, and the texture is weird. For the main food, we got burgers. I got an elk burger without cheese and with chowder soup, and she got the same thing but with cheese and with fries. This is elk meat. I've never tried elk meat before, so we'll see. How does it taste? Tastes good? Does it taste like beef or bison?
No.
Tastes different?
Different.
Okay. But she loved the chowder soup. It does taste different. I can't tell how. It's just a little bit more bitter, right? The texture is the same. I think I like it actually. I like it. After Colorado, we crossed back into New Mexico and stayed at Heron Lake State Park. The next day, we went to Taos. We had wanted to visit Taos Pueblo, but it was unfortunately closed. Since Taos Pueblo was closed, we visited San Francis de Asís Mission Church in Ranchos de Taos. The church was completed in 1816 and it's known for its massive adobe buttresses and Spanish colonial architecture blended with native building traditions. The church felt heavy, sculptural and handmade, almost like it grew from the earth instead of being placed on top of it. Built with these things. As you can see, this is just literally mud. And some places in this town, like fast food restaurants and other places, there I think the facade is just this mud thingy. But what they do, actually every year they actually add a layer of mud and straw to this place, so that it, it doesn't fall apart. As you can see, there's a crack there, so they would have to fix the cracks all the time. After days of cliffs and canyons, it was interesting to see adobe architecture that used the same basic material language as the landscape around it. Okay, it appears that this place is indeed open, but Google was saying that it's closed. So we're gonna see if it's actually open or not. Yep, it is open. Oh wow.
We can
Mm-hmm. Good.
fascinating.
So there's this very distinct smell that when I walked out of the car, I was like, it smells so good. And she was like, oh, what does it smell like? It doesn't smell like anything. And I thought to myself, well, I'm the one with like bad nose, not her. But then she could smell food later. And then we were just talking to someone and they said they have put oil on the wood on the inside, like a lot of oil on the wood on the inside of the church. And like they've recently done it. So what they do, they actually open all the windows. There are a few windows here and there, and they turn on the fan, and like so that the strong smell can go out. And that's why you can like smell it in the air here, because if they don't do that, it gives the people who go there for service like a headache. But it's a very amazing place. I really like this place. The weather is absolutely amazing, and we're gonna go get some food right now. Then we had lunch at Rancho's Plaza Grill, which became another small human moment in the middle of all the big scenery that the Spaniards built here to defend against the Indians.
See, I watched the Joanne and Chip games.
I'm sorry. And with the absolutely amazing food, this was my favorite food, I think, in this whole trip. Already eaten, we are ready to go back to Texas. Before leaving, we decided to visit this local car show. They had music, they had food, they had cool cars, and they had cool guys. I wasn't gonna include this bit in my video, but this gentleman here looked too stylish not to be included. After New Mexico, the trip slowly turned back towards Texas. We did not film as much anymore, mostly road footage, quiet landscapes, and the feeling that the trip was starting to wind down. Check out this beautiful double rainbow, and you can actually see it. It goes, it turns into full half circle. I don't think I've ever seen a clearer rainbow than this before. Here's a Family Dollar and a Dollar Tree. There's the sun. We are in the beautiful northern part of New Mexico, and there's Claudia. We spent one last night at Caprock Canyons, where the red dirt, open sky, prairie dogs, and bisons gave us one more small Texas memory before heading east. And then we drove home, back towards Houston. Back to the same place we had left 10 days earlier, and the whole trip had become a blur of campsites, gas stations, trails, overlooks, food stops, and long roads. We left looking for the Southwest. 10 days later, we came back with a story. And if there is one thing I would say after this trip, it is do not wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect route. Just go. The road will give you the story. But also, don't forget about the reservations.